Okay, now let us learn certain information about CO versions. CO stands for controlling. So controlling area versions are equally very important, because as you know, in certain reports, cost center reports and profit center reports, I've shown you that we have to select a version. Okay, for example, in cost center accounting information system report and line items report, if we go to cost center sectoral line items, and under the profit center accounting information systems reports line items, you can see that we have to select a version before we run the report. And so as the cost center, this is cost center, right? So let me check for cost center. Here under the plan line items, select a version. See, I'm going to explain why we need to select these versions and the importance of it. Let me use this to explain. When we set up the controlling area, we need to set up a version at the controlling area level. This version will be used for cost center module and internal order module. We have seen cost center, but we have not seen internal order yet. Later on we will see it. So let me show where we set up this. It is over here. Go to SPRO, IMD guide, controlling, general controlling, organization, over here. So normally we set up the controlling area, and then after that we set up the versions. You know, these are the versions. This is the list that you are seeing here, over here. Alright, see, controlling area versions. Alright, this is the list that is retrieved from here. Now I'm going to explain a few things to you. If you go to the cost center line items, this is from here. Okay, let's see the version in cost center plan line items of cost center. You can see the long list. However, in profit center plan line items, you can see only one listing, which is the 0 version, whereas in the cost center plan items you can see a long list. But in what you call in profit center plan items, we can see only one entry, which is a 0 version over here. Why is it so? Why we are not seeing all these entries, the other entries? Let me explain that to you. Before that, let me check how can I explain this to you. Okay, let me explain this to you using a chart. Controlling area version is actually independent of the controlling areas. So actually I need to draw something like this. Let me move this version and bring this down. So So I just renamed this to all versions. Versions which can be inherited to respective controlling area Sun, and other controlling areas as well. Okay, so this is a proper explanation of the controlling area version, because the version is independent of the controlling area. Let me show this to you. See, all the versions here does not have a controlling area settings in it. So the versions are set or created above the controlling area. Okay, so one version can be assigned to more than one controlling area. So that's what I'm trying to explain here. So how do we see whether this version has been assigned to which controlling area? Just select that, go here, version use, just use version use. So you can see the version 000, version 000 is same as version 0. So we can see that it has been used in all these controlling areas, right? And which fiscal year it has been activated for, because one version can be activated for many fiscal years under one controlling area. I'll show you how. Okay, now it is also used by our Sun controlling area. Let's search for Sun. Yeah, over here, Sun controlling area. Right, it's also used by Sun controlling area, and it's also used by Sun Profit Center accounting over here. It's also used by our Profit Center module, the version 0. Okay, and if you want to see the versions in a particular controlling area, now currently the selected controlling area is Sun. It is set to defaulted to controlling area Sun. So when you choose this option here, versions in controlling area, we can see what are the versions that is in this controlling area. There's only one version, which is 000. Okay, all these versions does not have a controlling area. I mean, it's not inherited to the Sun controlling area. Let me show you. If I want to assign this version 0 to my controlling area Sun, how do I do that? We have already done that. Let me just show it to you again, because under this chart here I have shown that a version can be inherited by a controlling area, and it can be further extended to Profit Center accounting, project systems, and COPA. Alright, let me show you how we can do that. Let's say I want to inherit this version to my controlling area, meaning that I want to use this version in my controlling area. I just have to select this and double click here, and it is already been inherited by Sun controlling area. That's why I can see the entries here. So let me choose this version, because this is not inherited to Sun controlling area yet. So if I choose this and then double click this, it will say version 001 does not exist in CO area controlling area Sun. Do you want to copy this version to CO area? So if you press yes, then it will create. I'm going to press no. If you press yes, it will create an entry like this over here. Alright, then you can check these two buttons here. These are the most important buttons. You can ignore the others. Okay, these two buttons, if you check this, this means that you can enter plan data into this version. What this it means that, let me go here, let me open up another session. I can't open up. Let me close this. Okay, let me go to controlling area, cost center accounting, planning, cost and activity inputs, change. In this screen you will ask for a version. When you want to enter the plan values for the cost center accounting, you'll ask for the versions. So if you have selected this checkbox here, plan, then it means that this version will be available here in this entry. See, it's available, so that you can enter plan values, plan data, cost center using that version. So whatever data that you enter for the selected version, the data will be applied to this version only. Okay, but to understand this better on how the system will store the information entered in the cost center planning screen, we can go to that database table directly. SE16, go SE16, enter this table. This is the table where the plan values for cost center is stored. Enter. Okay, just click enter again. Okay, choose the ledger, which is standard ledger 0, and enter 2009. Enter, I think you can enter the controlling area as well, so let me check. Choose fields. Company code. Okay, let's see what we have here. Execute. Alright, you see this version here. Alright, depending on the version you enter here in this table, the data record will be stored in this way. So if you enter a value for this cost element 42000, using this version here, 0 and 000 is the same, please understand that 0 is same as 000. So if you enter value for 42000 cost element in the screen subsequent to this, then the system will store the value they entered under this version in this way. So if you double click this, I zoom into the details of it. So these are the plan values entered for period 1 to 12. So you can see it is stored for version 0. So this is how the system is making use of the version that you enter here. So in this way, by creating an entry under the controlling area Sun for this version, I can store plan values for version 0 by ticking this. If you don't tick this, then this version will not be available here for you to select. Remember that. It will not be available here for you to select. Alright, so make sure you tick this. Then you must also tick this, because by default all the 0 versions will have the actual checkbox tick, because all the actual data will have to be stored somewhere. So by default for 0 version the actual will be ticked. If you uncheck this, then you won't be able to post any cost center actual data, because there's no version for the system to store the actual data. So you must check this at least for one version, which is this, the 0 version, so that you can post actual data from FI module and so forth. Otherwise you can't store the actual values. So one more thing, if I go here, right, let me show you this. You must be interested to know which table the system stores the actual data, because this table is specifically to store the plan data. So let me show you the actual data. It is stored in a table called COEP. Yeah, it's automatically selected because I checked this table just now. In fact, check the entries in this table. There's one thing special about this actual data table. Here the information is stored by controlling area, whereas in the plan data there's no controlling area field. There's no controlling area field. See here. Alright, this is the main difference. No controlling area, whereas in the actual data there is controlling area. Okay, select Sun and execute. So you can see all the actual data that we posted. Alright. Okay, let me go to that slide again. So we have covered controlling area, how the controlling the version is copied to the controlling area, Sun. Now let us see one more thing here. You must also notice that the same version can also be copied to Profit Center accounting, because I have already shown you in the version used just now that it's also used in the Profit Center accounting. So how do we do that? So we go back here. Sorry, before that I forgot to show you something. I need to go in here again. Let me go in here again. There's one more important setting, which is variance. We check this, then the variance will be calculated in all the actual plan values comparison. Alright, let me show you. In this report, actual plan variance comparison report, you will notice that the variance will be calculated, alright, for actual and plan. That is because of the setting here. See, the variance is calculated. It's because of the setting here. If we don't set this, the variance will not be calculated. This one is related to product costing, so I'll explain this more when we reach the product costing module. So this is an important thing that you need to set. You can ignore these two because these are more advanced topic. For this based on activity based costing, this is used for activity based costing. Authorization group is to control the system authorization steps, whereby the basis guy can use this field to control which user can access which version. That's why we need this authorization group. You can ignore this. Let me go back. So I'm going to show you how this version can be inherited to Profit Center accounting. All you have to do is just select this and click here and click new entries, so that you can enter a year. So this version is activated for Profit Center accounting for this year. This means that you still cannot post any Profit Center postings for year 2010 for this version, because there's no entry for year 2010 yet. So if you want to post the Profit Center values to year 2010, you need to click new entries and add the new 2010 and click online transfer and line items and so forth. Okay. Similarly, I also forgot to explain. You must be asking, how come in controlling area just now there is no year setting? Actually there is. Let me show that to you. See, you can't see the year here, right? So it's over here. Select this. You see this settings for each year. You come here. So this is the place where you have to check this box, so that any data that is posted in FI module is posted to these years. This for cost center accounting. Any cost center values posted in FI will be copied to DCS if this checkbox is enabled, and similarly for 2010 it is not enabled yet, so there will be no cost center postings for 2010 until you print using this button here for 2010. Okay, that's how it works. So when you post FI document using a cost center for year 2010, the system will throw error message saying that version is not active, cost center version is not active for 2010. So you must come here and enable the version for 2010 as well. So this is how you activate it for profit center accounting. Over here, go here. Alright, just check this, and that's all. Then this version will be activated for profit center accounting. Alright, let me show that to you here. Plan line items, profit center. See this? Plan line items, 0 version is activated. Similarly, when we go to COPA module, I'll show you. This is operating concerns related to COPA module, how this version can be activated for COPA module as well, and this is for the project systems. Alright, see, project systems and COPA. This is how we inherit the same version to these two modules. Alright, so currently for this controlling area there is only one version which is activated, which is version 000. Alright, let me take you to cost center. Now reporting of costs. What I'm trying to show here is that although the current controlling area is set to Sun, the system is showing all the versions here. When you go to the plan line items of cost center, all the versions that is available in the system, but actually it should be filtered to only Sun, sort of for simplicity. But this is how SAP is designed, so I'm not sure why they are showing the versions belonging to other controlling area. Right, there would have been a better option to show only the Sun this entry here, because only this entry is available. As you can see here, version use, the version that is used in controlling area is only version 0. Alright, and the version that is used in the profit center accounting, Sun, is only version 000, because we have already activated here just now. Alright, never mind. This is one of the design flaw where they are showing the versions belonging to other controlling area here, which doesn't make sense to me. Alright, hopefully you have understood the version here. So let me finally show you how the version is used in profit center line items table, that is stored in GLPCT C16 GLPCT is a table which stores the profit center values. but it's different in proficient accounting because both the actual and planned data is stored in one table, which is called JLPCT, and the difference between actual and planned data is actually determined here using this field. 0 means actual and 1 means plan, so they are not using two different tables to store, they are using one table and using this field differentiate. Alright, so it's also stored by the controlling area. We can filter by controlling area, and you can see the version here. So if you enter any values for version 0, it will be stored as such, something like this, version 0 and the values. Okay, if 0 means actual data, plan data is 1. Okay, all from the settings that we made here. Okay, but that don't get mistaken with the record type here. This record type of 0 and 1 does not refer to the version. Okay, version is different serial number altogether, right? And this record type does not refer from this table here, so that's why you can see only a few entries here, 0, 1, 2, 3, whereas here there's a lot, because these are totally different tables altogether. This is version table and this is record type table, which is fixed. So because during my early days in SAP, I used to get confused that the record type is actually version, but later on I understood that it's not the case. Record type is fixed numbering from 0 to 3 to actually determine whether it's storing the actual data or planned data. Version is totally different, and information is also stored by the fiscal year, as you can see here. Alright, hopefully you can understand what I'm trying to say. And the same 0 version can also be used for other controlling areas. As you can see here, I can just select this and then I can go here, controlling area, and I can change the controlling area to 1000. Before here, go back, you must change the controlling here over here to 1000 and click OK. And now I can copy this version to controlling area 1000. I just have to select this and go here. See, this is changed to controlling area 1000, but version 0 has already been copied to controlling area CO Europe, so you don't have to do that again. So that's how we copy the same version to different controlling areas using this option here, set controlling area. Alright, let me close this, and I have ended the topic.